What's going on with H3H3 and Twitch? Something about a panel and Hasan? Posts from Twitch and H3 subs seem to be constantly popping up on All Unpopular. What's going on? It's impossible to make out what all the H3 people are up in arms about from their posts and comments. Was there an insisting incident on a panel or something? I think I saw that some people got banned while they were on a panel, but I can't make out if it's related to H3. Answer: it's sort of a culmination of a lot of things at once. It keeps showing up on the front page because it's all sort of dripping out. 1. Hasan and H3H3 Ethan used to have a podcast together, Leftovers. It went on permanent hiatus about a year ago, after they did an Israel/Palestine episode. Ethan is Jewish and his wife is Israeli, and actually served in the IDF at one point, while Hasan and his community are very much pro-Palestine. So while Ethan believes in a two-state solution and thinks the IDF has gone too far in the current war, which has killed a lot of civilians and leveled Gaza, that's not enough for a lot of folks in the leftist circles who either don't think Israel should exist or are just straight anti-Semitic. So he's been getting a lot of hate/anger from those circles, including calling his wife a murderer, and because he's been collaborating with Hasan for so long, some of that is coming from within his own community. 2. About a month ago, there was an official panel at TwitchCon where the leftist pro-Palestinian panelists had a game, where they ranked various people in a tier list from Arab, at the top to Sabra, Jew born in Israel 1, at the bottom. They ranked Ethan at the very bottom, and one of them openly said they wish they had an even lower Zionist tier to put him in. A number of those folks have also said other very questionable things, including FR0 saying she hoped all soldiers got PTSD, that might have earned a ban if they came from other people. 3. Asmongold, an extremely popular streamer, recently caught a 2-week suspension because he made a comment that was racist towards Palestinians, instead of being limited to just Hamas, Hezbollah etc. The comments pretty clearly deserved punishment, but it drew attention to how Asmon got punished for anti-Palestinian comments, but other streamers' anti-Jewish comments were considered acceptable. 4. Notable anti-Semitic streamers Sneeko and Fresh and Fit, FNF, got kinda randomly unbanned when everyone thought they were permabanned off Twitch. Also, self-proclaimed Houthi pirate and probable terrorist Rashid al-Haddad never got banned despite complaints. Hasan also catches flack sometimes for his softball interview of the pirate/terrorist. Again, these get compared to folks like Asmongold, 2-week temp ban, and also the permaban streamer Destiny. Destiny's a prominent pro-Israeli political commentator who got permabanned a while ago over anti-trans comments, but is not as egregious as Sneeko or FNF. 5. Destiny, his BFF/podcast co-host Dan Saltman, and that whole community got engaged because they're mad about the disparity in who gets/stayed banned. Also, Destiny and Hasan hate each other, way too much to go into here. They went after advertisers, several were prominently placed behind the panel in 2, and also most of the channels in question are monetized, and use Destiny's and Dan's connections to get things in front of journalists, politicians, and prominent Jewish organizations. 6. In the course of that, Saltman uncovered that Twitch signups from Israel and Palestine were disabled for about a year, which amped up the pressure on Twitch enough that they responded, but unfortunately they told a couple lies in their response. The workaround they said had worked was in fact also disabled, and despite their claims to have been in the dark about the error, Saltman provided proof that Twitch knew and erased evidence that they knew. He also dropped some bombshells about Twitch's trust and safety team. Its head was fired from her last job for anti-Semitism, and the team was outsourced to Egypt, which has high rates of anti-Semitism. 7. Twitch went ahead and banned the streamers involved in the panels for a month, and rebanned Sneeko, the pirate/terrorist, and I think also FNF. There's probably more I'm forgetting. And the Hasan backstory could be its own lengthy reply. Any individual thing on its own could be written off as an accident, any two things as a coincidence, but it's the constant release of more stuff that A. keeps this on the front page, and B. makes the argument that there's a real anti-Semitism problem at Twitch more plausible. 1. The panelists offered some alternate explanations for using that word, but personally I don't think those explanations pass the laugh test.